Hey, good morning, good afternoon to everyone. This is Butch Bartolome of the Business Mentor Talks over Manila Times. Today, meron tayong isang kaibigan na nakilala years ago. And, I've been watching kanyang growth, ang kanyang journey. And he is from Santiago, Isabela. And the parents are from, also there, the Doc Jerry and Grace Manalo. So without further ado, gusto kong pakilala si Chef Geric Manalo. Good morning, Geric.
Good morning po, Sir Butch, and sa mga viewers po ni Sir Butch.
Naku, alam mo, maraming nakakakilala sa iyo siguro sa social airwaves. Ika nga.
Ikaw,
Jeric,
sir, sikat ka na sa TikTok. Lagi rin ito pinapanood.
pare-pareho tayo nagsusunuran, di ba? So, Jeric, paano ka ba nagsimula? Ikwento mo yung nung ikaw ay nagsisimulang mag-aral dyan sa Santiago. Marami rin mga kabataan, no, kagaya mo na gusto nilang malaman paano ba si Chef Jeric? Ano ba kanyang milestone? Yeah, Jeric, ano nagsimula?
Yes, actually po, before pa po ako mag-college, meron na po itong restaurant namin. So I was inspired by my mom to take up culinary arts. But I studied in De La Salle College of St. Benilde. I took hotel, restaurant, and institution management, major in culinary arts. During that time, that was 15 years ago. Ayan. Mag-age reveal na ako, Sir Butch. Yes, that was 15 years ago. I graduated in college 2014 naman. And then immediately, sabi ko sa mama ko, gusto ko mag-try muna mag-work kasi at least I know lang how it's how will I measure my skills after school. So I worked in Sofitel in the hotel in Pasay. I think it's closed now.
Yeah.
Branding yata. And after that, umuwi rin ako ng Isabela, umuwi ako ng province kasi nag-promise din ako sa mom ko na somehow to help her with the business as well. Kasi before, meron kaming 3 branches na restaurants eh. 5 branches na restaurants. So, she needed all the help that I can give, at least lang for the menu itself. Yan. And then after that, ma-fulfill ng konti yung promise ko sa kanya. Nagpaalam naman ako sa kanya. Ay sabi ko sa kanya, 2018, I want to study in New York. So nag-culinary din ako sa New York. Nag-advanced studies ako doon. So it was a short period of time. Just at least to gain also experience about food, about food art. Yun po yung inaral ko. And then, after that, ang pathway ko talaga, supposedly, is talaga to have my own restaurant. But then, there's this game show in GMA7 it's a reality game show. So, we were casted, ang mga contestants nun, mga chef. So, I was casted there, and then, 4 kaming chef. And then, there's a jackpot prize. I got it. So
wow.
I got all the attention from the producers, from all their viewers, their audiences. Hanggang sabi ng isang producer, bakit hindi ka mag guest chef doon sa isa naming show, morning show, that's Unang Hirit. I think they're still active now. Yeah. So this was 19-ish or 2018 pa din siya. Yun. And then from there, I got a little spotlight. Kinuha na rin ako on a regular basis. Tapos, syempre, if your presence is seen in the TV or online, you will attract brands na din. So, some of the brands that I worked before, it was because of my exposure from the TV show. Yun. So from there, tuloy-tuloy na. But I made sure, Sir Butch, na I still carry all the experiences as a chef. And then, Until one time, na-invite na ako to do a parang talk or a sit-down interview for the hospitality and food and beverage students in Camarines Sur. Tapos yun na, tapos I posted it, tapos tuloy-tuloy na siya. And it's really nice to give inspiration din talaga sa mga aspiring foodies, enthusiasts, and chefs like me before because I've been there also. Ayun. So hanggang ngayon, present day, I'm a brand ambassador of really good brands, mga food brands, mga lifestyle brands, lahat.
Like what brands are this? You're okay to mention.
Yeah, sure. Pwede po. Currently, I'm working with Knorr. Unilever po yun eh. So, it's with Ladies' Choice as well. Tapos meron akong PLDT, may GCash. So, a lot of really big brands are tapping me now because I think kaming nasa food industry online, kukunti lang din talaga.
So what made you anong feeling mo with all? I'm sure you also have challenges, Jeric, no?
Challenges.
Nagkaroon ng crossroads sa buhay mo.
Yes.
Should you be a celebrity or should you be continuing as a chef? Paano mo ginawa 'yon? I'm sure hindi naman it's always common, no, to a lot of people choosing the right road, but sometimes the right road is not the right one, di ba?
Yes, and it's not an easy one. Even if it's you're on the right path, it's always going to you will have second thoughts kung tama ba yung ginagawa mo. Kasi sa trabaho namin, sir, as influencers, as brand ambassadors or content creators, this is not really a sustainable job. So, you don't know when will it end. Yun yung anxiety ko palagi. But as the blessings are kept coming in, I make the most out of it and I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for the gift of work, the support of the families, my family and my friends. And syempre, kailangan talaga, since sabi ko nga po, hindi siya sustainable na job. And anytime, pwedeng mawala siya, ganyan, hindi natin alam. So, I make sure na I save money. And goal talaga is to be like my parents who put up a business. And buti na lang din nandyan sila kasi somehow meron akong fallback in a way.
Okay. So in other words, hindi naman lahat ng beses ay smooth ride, no ba? Minsan nagiging kakaroon ka ng air pockets at lahat. So maganda yung sinabi mo, Jeric, no? Na you're not relying on what you're having, but doing something on financial literacy, looking at what you want to be in the next few years.
Yes.
Ano ang mga nasa isip mo ngayon that
Kasi
you are planning?
sa generation namin ngayon, sir, as millennials, talaga kami, lahat ng opportunities ginagrab namin din. So, kung if it will work, then maganda. Kung hindi siya mag-work, maybe there's other doors for you to look forward to. And sabi nga ng mama ko noon, hanggat kaya mo pa, mag-work ka lang na mag-work. Kung masaya ka naman sa ginagawa mo. Kasi kung napapagod ka, pwede ka naman magpahinga din.
Ganon. But Jeric, how does it feel when you're walking down in a mall and all of a sudden you get fans raving?
Sir, I feel meron ako sense of pagiging introvert. Pero syempre, hindi naman lalaki yung ulo natin because we were all there once na parang nag-aspire din to be like that. And yung mga tao po na supporters natin, dapat po pinapahalagaan talaga because we weren't be able to be here where we're in kung wala po sila.
So you do also food reviews ba, or there are a lot of chefs doing that.
Yes.
Not even here but also abroad, diba? They do food reviews. They come up with their online. Is that part of the pipeline that you're looking at? When there's one big chef, known chef, the chef Alan Bourdain. Remember that? Remember him?
Yes.
Very well known. Even until now, he's already gone. Kanyang mga reviews ay
Still
Hanggang
there.
ngayon, buhay na buhay. Meron ka bang benchmark na gano'n na ginagawa mo?
Actually, this 2024 po, it was, I think, my restaurant, hotel, and resort era, reviewing era. No? So, ang dami ko ring napuntahan this year. Ang dami ring nag-tap ng mga establishments sa akin to do review. But the thing about doing reviews po, you really have to be constructive and be more cautious on what you have to say, lalong-lalo na online, because it might ruin the business. And syempre, reviewing should be, the intention should be for improvement, not to destroy the business.
Correct.
So kailangan talaga,
Right.
sir, kung meron tayong gagawing reviews, we sit down with the owners din talaga before you post it. Ako naman, kung may reviews akong hindi ko talaga nagustuhan, hindi ko na lang siya pinopost. Kesa i-post ko siya, it might ruin the business then. And at least, pag sinabi ko na lang sa owners, ma-improve na lang nila. Instead of parang doing
Correct.
image control pa.
Oo. Kasi this is something like what we call responsible social media, di ba? You're not
And
just
also, kami din,
blasting
sir,
any...
hindi naman kami
Oh.
perfect na food establishment. May negosyo rin kaming ganon. So what would I feel if all of a sudden it will happen to me and to our business?
Ang dami mo ng followers, Jeric. How does it feel from one, umaakit ng mga followers mo? Ngayon kumbaga milyon-milyon na. Ano ba ang mga sikreto mo ngayon? Probably yung mga ating content creators nanonood. Sabi na, grabe si Chef Jeric, oh. Grabe galing ng meteoric rise, no?
Yeah. Actually, sir, it's really hard work talaga to have all those followers. And yung followers kasi na yun, it's not just followers, it's also your believers. Kung ano talaga yung tag dito, yung inspiration na namibigay mo sa kanila, kailangan consistent ka. And one thing about still being in the game, kailangan talaga you're still in the trend. You know, you research a lot, hindi natatapos sa isang project ang pagiging influencer. Or yung influencer kasi na word, it's misused sometimes diba?
Yes.
It's being used for the wrong intention. And yung pagiging influencer, kailangan you influence for the good.
Yes,
Yes.
I agree on that, because really influence for the good and not just influence on your behalf, you know, kasi may ibang tao,
yeah.
diba? Gusto lang magkaroon ng likes, basta kahit anong gawin niya, basta sa kanya, no, not for others. So basically, Jeric, ano mga payo mo maibibigay ngayon sa mga kapwa mo millennials who are probably lost, they don't know where to go, probably they took the wrong course, but they have this passion. Ano mga tatlong advice na maibibigay mo? Especially for 2025, no?
Well, ngayon, I think medyo socially aware naman na din yung mga tao or yung mga aspiring content creators sa gusto nilang gawin. Basta advice ko sa kanila, find what drives you to create. Because hindi ka uusad kung hindi mo gusto yung ginagawa mo. Tapos, I don't know, sir, if you guys heard of the Japanese term ikigai.
Yes.
Yes. Yun ang para kong mantra lagi. Parang if you like what you're doing, you're making money out of it, and it's good for the community, then that's the thing for you. Yun ang magiging nasa core mo kung ano talaga yung gusto mong gawin. Yeah. Yun. And also, walang madaling work. Lahat nakukuha yan sa hard work, patience. And things will turn out well if talagang gagalingan mo.
Okay, so walang shortcut sa buhay, ika nga, Jeric. Walang shortcut. It's always hard work, working smart, at the same time knowing where your goals are, no? So long as you're happy, di ba? So yun. So, Jeric, isang question na lang. Hindi ka ba na-offer ng movie?
Ano po, sir?
Hindi ka ba na-offer mga movie para maging maging mga one of the movie celebrities?
Actually, sir, nung pandemic, height yun ng pandemic 2021, nakagawa kami ng dalawang series. During that time, lock-in taping pa nun eh. Under GMA ako nun. Yeah. Pero ngayon, hindi na tayo bumabata. Kailangan ang iniisip na natin. Ako, sir, hindi ko naman din kasi passion yung... It all boils down to what you really like talaga. What you're doing. And assessing myself if I'm really interested in that field, I think masaya ako to where I am now.
Yeah, I'm sure. May acting na rin kasi looking at your ads, may action ka pa rin di ba? Pag lalo na yung mga brands na kinikerry mo, no?
Yes.
Nagulat ako para bang, wow, eto ba si Jeric nakilala ko nung araw na batang bata? Abay, ibang-iba, no? Talagang outgoing personality.
Yes.
So again, Jeric, maraming salamat for this opportunity. I know you're busy, but you're on your own right now. Paano kanila makokontak pala if other brands want to get in touch with you?
Yes po. They can follow me on Instagram at Jeric Manalo. That's at GERICK MANALO. And on TikTok at Chef Jeric Manalo. Yan. May email naman po ako doon na nakalagay if ever brands are willing to tap and willing to work with me or to collab with me. Yes.
Okay. So, pwede ka namang ikaw ang directly nila makakausap or meron ka bang manager?
Actually, sir, ako freelance ako talaga. I like talking to the brands because I feel like there's a personal connection if I talk to them more than me having a handler. Yan. And
so you can always get the feel, no? Whether ito ba'y bagay sa iyo, sa personality mo, sa iyong goal, di ba?
Actually, sir, sa pagiging influencer naman or content creator, ang advice ko din sa mga aspiring is wag magpapadala basta lang babayaran ka. Kailangan maniwala ka din dun sa product or ginagamit mo talaga siya in your personal use. Ganyan. Kasi hindi mo siya mabebenta ng maayos if wala kayong connection.
So in other words, magiging plastic ka lang, no? Para pinipilit mo lang dahil binayaran ka. Parang hindi lalabas, di ba? Para bang the non-verbal of you lumalabas din, no? Yung passion, di ba? Yung bang blooming na Jeric. Tignan nyo na lang, no? Habang nag-uusap tayo, pinapalabas ko yung mga ibang kanyang mga movie reels niya. At
actually, sir, yun din natutunan ko sa inyo kasi tignan nyo hanggang ngayon, you still have a connection with us kahit ilang years na yung nakalipas when we ask for your help to help us with our business. Ganyan. So
maintain the good relationship.
Don't burn bridges, di ba?
Oo. So
one day you will cross paths again eh.
Yeah. Ako nga, nagulat ako kasi nung nakikita na kita, sabi ko sa nanay mo, kilala ba ako ni Jeric? Kasi hindi ako ina-add niyan eh.
Sir, naka-follow ako sa inyo.
So it's really an honor for you. Alam mo naman, ano na tayo, no? Baby boomers tayo, hindi tayo millennial eh. So,
ako sir, mas lalo, it's an honor for me to be interviewed by you.
Correct.
Yes.
So,
ang legend.
I hope nakabigay tayo ng isang aralin, no? Lalong-lalo na ikaw, you have a lot of people following you. Yes. And really, for you to inspire, no, continue inspiring. Sa akin, very important yung being credible, no? Kahit anong trabaho mo, basta yung credible ka na hindi ka pinagdududahan, no? Kasi you walk the talk, ika nga.
Yes.
Diba? You walk the talk. So, is there any chance for Jeric to be going overseas as well? Tapping the overseas scenario?
Well, it's going to be a good thing if meron po. Kasi alam mo, we're open po lagi sa mga ganyang opportunities. Kung meron po naman, is gusto ko pa po mag-aral din. Kasi for me, yung studies, unending siya eh. Infinite siya na you will learn more as long as you study more and marami ka pang talagang pwedeng gawin.
So the culinary world doesn't stop learning, right?
Stop, opo.
There's always an involvement.
Laging may trend, laging may fad, laging cycle siya. Lahat naman po ng industry, kahit sa fashion, kahit sa kung ano man po. Laging may bagong
About 2025, how do you see the trend for culinary? Anong nare-reading mo ngayon trending sa 2025 ng culinary?
Sa culinary, sir, I think sa Manila, ang pinaka nagbo-boom na ngayon is yung degustasyon or yung course meal. Because ang dami kong friends na nag-open ng course meal restaurants. Hindi naman kailangan fine dining, pero yung story ng food per serving nila from appetizer hanggang sa dessert. Meron kasing art dun eh. So ngayon hinohone natin ang dishes ng Pilipinas kung paano natin siya integrate dun sa ganong klaseng behavior ng eating. Kasi sir, sa atin wala namang course meal eh. European yan eh. Diba? So sa atin, in-integrate na natin sa lifestyle ng Filipinos kung ano yung, paano natin siya gagawin.
So do you see the traditional menu ng mga Filipino cuisine bumabalik at nagkakaroon ng acceptance sa mga millennials like you? Nagkakaroon ba ng resurgence ng kumbaga?
Madami pong nangyayaring ganoon ngayon. Hindi lang po sa pagbabalik ng cuisines and for the millennials na matutunan yung dishes natin. Pati na rin po sa fusion cuisine kasi Filipino cuisine is a very flexible and flavorful dish eh. So pag hinalo natin siya sa ibang dishes or cuisine, maganda talaga kinakalabasan.
So yan, at least ngayon may nakikita tayong trend kasi nung araw pag nasa overseas ka, wala kang makita masyadong Filipino cuisine, no?
Malaki talaga yung potential, sir, kasi yung friend ko, kasi culinary student ako, so yung mga classmate ko, nag-abroad din sila. Yung iba kong friends, nakapagtayo sila ng restaurant sa New York, meron silang mga food carts, nagtatrabaho sila sa mga Michelin star restaurant. Ang wish ko sa Pilipinas, magkaroon na tayo ng Michelin star approved restaurant. Kasi ang laki ng potential ng Filipino cuisine. It's so not just pang spotlight sa arena, kaya hindi siya recognized.
So what does it take for us to be Michelin?
I think kailangan natin ng exposure pa sa craft natin. We should join more culinary cups. Kailangan natin siguro solid spotlight, lalong-lalo na abroad.
So this is where the challenge for you, millennials, to help Philippines Michelin, naka-spotlight tayo, di ba? Kasi ang laki ng benefits, di ba? Pag sinabi nating kagaya ngayon sa mga BGC, marami dang Michelin 5-star na
pero walang homegrown, sir. That's what I meant. Walang homegrown na Michelin star.
Walang homegrown. And something that probably that's a challenge for you, Jeric, for 2025.
I hope I would be able to contribute. Maraming magagaling na chefs sa Pilipinas. And we're looking forward to more. Kaya po sa mga viewers po, if passion nyo po ang food, galingan natin.
Teka, Jeric, ikaw ba ang may siguro may mga nanonood sa atin, kailangan ba ako talaga mag-aral sa culinary? Kung marunong ko talaga magluto. Kailangan ba yon?
Actually, sir, that's a very good question. And yan lagi ang debate, lalong-lalo na sa mga nagtatrabaho sa mga hotels. Kasi some of our bosses before, wala silang experience sa culinary school. Yung mga matataas na posisyon sa mga hotels and restaurants. But one thing about them, napagaling sila ng kanilang experiences. Pero iba pa din po, sir, para sa akin lang po, iba pa din po, sir, kapag you know the language of culinary arts because you know the technicalities, you know the terms na pwede mong magamit to your advantage.
Yeah, and knowing the technicalities, like for example, the food cost, I'm sure you're very aware of that. May mga nakakausap tayo, no? They just cook, but at the end of the day, sasabihin, sana punta yung kita ko, di ba? Masarap ang pagkain, pero walang kita, no? Wala sa equation, di ba? Wala sa equation 'yon, di ba? So, very important pa rin.
As simple as knowing the right temperature of a cooked meat, or yung mga doneness ng steak, yung mga ganun, sir, na maliliit na bagay na parang it has a big impact to your restaurant. Yes. Although
So,
talagang medyo may kamahalan mag-culinary arts, but I would say it's really worth it if talagang passion mo siya.
It's really an investment, no? It's an investment for the future.
Yes.
Kapag nagtayo ka ng restaurant, di ka pwede magtayo, walang investment, di ba? But tell me, ano ba specialization mo pagdating sa preparation ng meals? What are you specialized on?
Yes, I was trained in Benil to do fusion cuisine. So that means Filipino cuisine mixed with other cuisines. Yeah. For example, tapa burrito. Yeah. So it's Filipino and Mexican. So something like that. And we play with flavors, we play with different culture and approaches when it comes to doing a dish.
Yeah. So, bali, anong specialize mo ngayon? Ano na-discover mo signature mo ngayon?
Ano, sir? Ano bang specialty ko ngayon? Basta, sir, whatever, sa ginagawa ko kasi ngayon, sa content creation, dapat creative ka talaga eh. It's not just about being fancy, no? But I think yung ginagawa ko ngayon, you should always be able to connect with your viewers. The ingredients is supposed to be within your reach. Diba?
Yun maganda. Yun ang maganda sinabi mo. I like that kasi minsan, di ba yung viewers, hindi ko naman ma-afford dyan. Wala naman sa palengke yan eh.
Yes.
Di ba? Order ka pa isang Oo.
Kailangan relatable po. Yes.
Nakaka-relate. So, bakit isang sikreto mo, Jeric, you still slim. May mga chef kasing lumalapad, no? Lumalaki. But ikaw ay well fit. What is your secret in keeping yourself fit?
I think siguro, sir, body type ko lang din siya. Pero ako kasi, I am more conscious now because we're getting older. And I am very physically active. I play sports. I do marathons. Tapos nagbubuhat din ako. I really want to have a balanced activities in life na at least it won't compromise naman din. Diba? The both. Yes.
So, ang sarap mong kausap, Jeric. At I'm sure a lot of people are going to get in touch with you, especially brands, because a lot of brand companies, they want to see somebody like you who are sincere, no?
Yeah.
You'll actually talk to them first, whether you are going to accept it, because it's still your brand. You're a brand by itself, di ba, Jeric?
Yes, you are your own brand, sabi nga nila.
Brand ka eh, no? Sarili mong brand yan.
Okay.
So again, thank you very much for this opportunity, Jeric. More power to you, and I hope to see a lot of your reels. You know, I'm so happy. I get excited, and I tell my friends, my family, oh, that's Jeric, you know. So yeah. So thank you and good luck. More power to you.
Salamat po. Thank you po.
Bye-bye.
Yes, honor po to be interviewed. Salamat.
Bye-bye.